then there was a body turn. Whereas in the one-piece takeaway, it is quite the opposite. So in one position, one method, the club will go away like this, and the other, it will go away like this. The right hand is pushing, the right arm is pushing in this direction to make sure that the arm is long, but there hasn't been all that much movement of the shoulders, and the shoulders begin to move in the second part. Now, how much your arms move, and basically your arms move, if you're going to have high hands, your arms move a lot away from the body as you turn. And if your turn would dominate and you don't lift your arms all that high, you're going to end up with a somewhat flatter golf swing. Now, both are good. In your case, I don't think you should worry too much about the backswing. Swing plane itself is good enough. If you get to the classical ball, right shoulder, hands line, that is good enough. There might be a biomechanical optimum, but you have to remember, I think I told you a few times, I see golf as driving Formula One cars. It is, the most important thing is that it is your car. You have to get to know your car. And right now, as you hit balls, your body motion and your arm swing, every time you hit balls, they will begin to work in sync. Now, the more half, three-quarter shots you hit, the more you pitch, the better you can practice this coordination between your body turn and your arm swing. And basically, if you make a full swing, it's always the same. But if you make short swings, you don't turn as much, your hands don't go up as much. And by practicing this, instead of moving towards an ideal, it doesn't really matter whether you achieve this ideal or not, because you're going to be hitting shots that are good whether the club is high or low. And there's a difference between trying to figure out where exactly the ball has to be, which is important, of course, but also you have to hit balls where the ball is too far to the right, too far to the left, too close to you, too far away. And by practicing all the possible options, yes, you're striving for the optimal ball position, but if you get used to hitting the ball from the right foot and the left foot, curve might be a little bit different, but if you can hit from all these positions, if you've trained from all these positions, it doesn't really matter all that much whether you have the ball a little bit too far forward, too far away from the ball. You'll be able to swing in any way, shape, or form. So it broadens your repertoire. You have more shots. Now, if you are really worried about your hands going too high, you shouldn't practice with a towel underneath your armpits, but if you feel the arms are going by themselves and they're disappearing up in the air, start hitting a few shots where you think that you have got a towel underneath both your armpits, and as you make your standard backswing, you feel as though you still maintain this towel underneath your armpit. It's very important that you don't hit too many balls with the thing underneath your armpit. You hit a few maybe, like 10 balls, towel under your arms, hit a few shots, Then you begin to imagine as if the towel's underneath your armpits. And then you start, or you should start, hitting balls where you feel as though your arm swing and your body turn become more in sync, so that as your body moves, your hands and arms begin to move. I hope it works. And like I said, Keto says hi, and we both miss you. And you can't imagine how badly I want to come back to Poland, or we meet on the golf course somewhere else and we go play together and work on your game and get you to play on the tour. I hope it helps.